Hey guys, hope you are doing excellent. Today we will discuss about mid-side EQ on reverb, a rare topic discussed in YouTube forum. But it's a super important and can change your musical journey. So without wasting your time, let me quickly walk you through the project we have, yeah? So this is my project, and so first we'll listen the track and then discuss.
रंग थे नूर था जब करीब तू था एक जन्नत सा था ये जहां वक्त की रेत पे कुछ मेरे नाम सा लिख के छोड़ गया तू कहाँ.
So now we will implement the normal EQ in the reverb bus and see what exactly happened. This is my reverb bus. How I have created that one? Right click there, click add effects track, take a reverb, configuration will be stereo, and you can give a name and add track. So it will open up like this. Now I have called this reverb into send track. Okay, see now I have clicked on or enabled the pre-fader to listen the reverb only. Let's jump into the reverb. Now I will play the song and I have muted this dry signal, okay? I will only listen the reverb. Let's. So this is my reverb signal and I will EQ it. See, here I am just taking stereo, okay? And I'm just talking about for the normal EQ where we do some mistakes. We normally cut low end. And then high end. And maybe we can use Variaudio effect there, yeah? But what exactly happen if we configure this EQ like this? It's straight away cutting low end, can make a boomy and muddy, and similar for high end also, which will impact the shine or clarity of the reverb tail, yeah? Because you have already cut down those frequencies high end. So it's a tail of the reverb because I am working on the reverb only. So you are listening the shiny and clarity tail of the reverb. So that I have already cut down. This is all about the constraint you have when you are applying the normal EQ in the reverb bus. So to eliminate that one or to fix this one, so we will implement the mid-side EQ. So now what we will do is we'll again open up the EQ and make it clean. So before implementing this mid-side EQ in the reverb, so we need to understand a couple of points and keep in mind. The first one is separate control of mid and side. Again, mid-side, the name says I need to tweak in the mid and the side. So overall spectrum we have of the reverb, but I will tweak on the mid and side separately instead of cutting it down, making it stereo, so that it will have much more information intact, yeah, rather than cutting all the low end and high end of the reverb bus, yeah, reverb signal. The first point is separate control on the mid side. Second is precise stereo imaging. Absolutely, this is a perfect meaning, because once you deal with all those mid side points or dots, then it will cover up all the frequency spectrum you have in the reverb bus, yeah. And third one is advanced tonal control, which normally enhance the clarity and width. So what we learn, normal EQ for broad tonal correction, where mid-side EQ for precise control. So now we will do mid-side configuration on the reverb signal. Let's jump into this project and quickly do it. Yeah, first we'll listen. So now what I'll do is we'll do low cut, but in this case I'll select as mid, yeah, because it can avoid muddiness of our vocal. And also I will eliminate low end rumble around 200 and something. Now the next point would be here. Now we'll find out the mid-range, yeah, in between approximately 250 to 500 hertz in between. So while we'll listen and decide, and we'll cut down, maybe cut that frequency because it can mask with the vocal. So what I've done is I mainly configure as a dynamic EQ here. What I am trying to do is I just need to cut down those frequencies which are normally overlapping with the vocals, that will cause as masking frequencies. Okay, that is why I actually listening that portion, keeping it as a solo. So now I will next move on to side channel setting. Okay, so again I will keep a low cut again, yeah, and this time I will configure it as a side. See, keep in mind I have cut that the frequency at low end to remove rumble and prevent mudding in center. Okay, that time it was mid, and second I again to 200 to 500 hertz frequency where that actually vocal remain. So that frequency I have tamed down dynamically to avoid masking. But in this case, for when I am just doing that configuration for side channel settings, then I have again low cut at the side end 150 hertz, approximately 150. So I will listen and decide. Why I am doing this? I just want to clean up the low end stereo noise. Okay. Now I will again do some more tweaking and this level. Okay, we'll listen first. This time I will create a high shelf. My target is to find out those frequencies in between 5 kHz to 10 kilohertz to enhance the stereo width and sparkle. Okay. Maybe some you need to tweak some much more frequency level. Maybe I am talking about from 5 kilohertz to 10 kilohertz. Maybe it starts from 4.5. Yeah, or you can target it as a frequency level at 6 kilohertz. So it's depend on your listening. So this is actually creating stereo width and the reverb tail. If you listen the reverb tail and the last point, the reverb, so it will make some much more sparkle, much more clarity, much more smoothness and wide and space feeling. So it will, once you will blend this reverb with your vocal, it can create a much more sense in the vocal. Here I can see the bass result. Now the next step would be, I will find out another spectrum. For an example here, listen, and I am working on side section. Again, I will work on the stereo effects here, 1 kilohertz to 5 kilohertz range, to emphasize or de-emphasize the stereo effects. So what exactly suits to me, suits to my ear and song, I will get it through. Okay, we'll blend this reverb with my vocal. For an example, let me quickly up this vocal, get it post fader and blend it.
रंग थे नूर था जब करीब तू था एक जन्नत सा था ये जहां वक्त की रेत पे कुछ मेरे नाम सा लिख के छोड़.
Yes, this one you can tweak more and see what happen. This one, yeah.
रंग थे नूर था जब करीब तू था एक जन्नत सा था.
If you see, much more rumble is generating at this moment once we deactivate this reverb, yeah. And that is why once we deal with the normal EQ, we normally cut it down straight away from the upper end and the lower end. So that we normally do not want once we deal with the mid-side EQ, so that we can have that ample amount of opportunity to work among the spectrum. Okay.
रंग थे नूर था जब करीब तू था एक जन्नत सा था ये जहां वक्त की रेत पे कुछ मेरे नाम सा लिख के छोड़ गया तू कहां. रंग थे हमारी अधूरी कहानी हमारी अधूरी कहानी हमारी 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 अधूरी कहानी हमारी अधूरी.
Now you will listen. If I deactivate the FAB filter Pro Q3, what what exactly you will listen, yeah?
हमारी अधूरी कहानी हमारी अधूरी
If you notice that the last end of the reverb tail, it is more polished, more catchy. So that we can see. That is why actually I have done in the high end, right? And here I have given the high shelf to make our reverb tail shiny.
हमारी
Please listen this portion.
हमारी
Deactivate this.
हमारी
So that portion, the final stage and the last portion of the reverb is having much more of low end and high end. Because if you cut it down from the first stage, then you will miss it. Just see what I am trying to say is, if you cut it down,
हमारी
see,
हमारी
so final stage at the last end of the reverb tail, it doesn't make some sense. If you listen carefully, what I am trying to say is,
हमारी
but if you enable this EQ,
हमारी
it's having much more information of the reverb, and where we do not have that much of mudiness, or it's absolutely gluing with the vocal and giving a space, not even masking with my vocal frequencies. So that is how we can configure mid-side EQ, and it's very, very important. If you follow these steps and implement in your project, then you will get some much more advantage out of it. Yeah. So this is what actually I have tried to share my understanding and experience. If it looks like that the information is good and accepted, then please do not hesitate to subscribe this channel and leave your comments there. I will definitely respond all the comments, and do like and share with your musical friends. So till the time, please take care and peace out.